What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Behind me is a torn apart Honda Civic, as you guys can plainly see. And it's already torn apart because we tore it apart. But per some of the last videos or video that we made about Skylar's birthday present, he also has this beautiful 03 Honda Civic that he purchased on his own, by the way, with his own money. Nice interior. We're going to put a nice ATOTO radio in there as well. We have the ATOTO sitting over there. But yeah, very nice car. It is a coupe. As you can see, it's a coupe. It has like 208,000 miles on it. But basically, we bought this car and it had a blown up radiator. And we were told it overheated. And for the price that he got this for, I kind of told Sky, I'm like, dude, even if it needs a head gasket, you're still making out in the end. So he paid very little money for it, and we got it back here, and we had it in the garage for a while, trying to diagnose it, just trying to see if there's an easy way to fix it. After some test driving and stuff of that nature, there wasn't an easy way to fix it. So we basically had to commit to doing a head gasket. So obviously the head's over here. I took it to work, made sure it was nice and flat. It did have a blown head gasket. I don't know where it's in the trash now. It's in the trash now. But took the intake off. Got a whole new seal package for it. The timing belt was done on this car. We have records of it being done like so many thousands of miles ago. But since the kit was cheap, we are going to do the water pump and the timing belt all over again, just so we know it's done. Now, Sky's not here, unfortunately, right now, but he will be here helping me with it this weekend, I think. But I kind of talked him into doing ARP head studs instead of the stock head bolts that these things come with. We don't want this head gasket to be an issue in the future. So we definitely went with some nice ARP head studs. And just so you guys know, the ARP head studs are part number 208-208-4301, which is for the D16 Z6 cars. But they also work on the D17As as well. And I already did the measurements, put the head on, test fitted the head, all that stuff. Everything works out really, really good. And they bolt right into the block like they're supposed to. So the next step we got to do to continue this video is I figured I'd come over here and get a little early time on it. I'm going to spray. I know some of you guys might not like this stuff, but I got some copper sealant. Spray some of there on the head gasket right here. And then we're going to install the head gasket. Put the intake manifold back onto the head with a new, it's this gasket here actually, because we have the weird ports, not the regular ports. So brand new intake manifold gasket. We're going to bolt that on, and we're actually going to go ahead and sit this head onto the block, cinch it down, and make sure everything's good to go. We still need a VTEC solenoid too, so let's get to work. Alrighty, so we have this nice little kit that has all the seals and water pump and all that fun stuff in here. Since we're at it, we're going to replace all of the intake gaskets up against the plate. And as we were taking this plate off that the injectors sit in, we're going to clean this all up. We did find, as you can see, whoever did this job last decided they wanted to cut some O-rings for the injectors. So thankfully enough, I'm pretty sure we have injectors O-rings here as well. If not, we'll go get some, but I'm pretty sure these guys are it. I think. I don't know. Hopefully. Maybe. If not, like I said, if not, we'll have to go get some, but I'm pretty sure that's the O-rings for that. There should be 8 of them. Let's see, there's 5. This is what you get when people put things together not correctly. So there should be uppers and bottoms. I'm not going to worry about the uppers. They look like they're in, but the bottoms are definitely not correct here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Bingo and bingo. So these are our uppers and our lowers for our O-rings, our gaskets, and then our intake manifold to we have to use this one here, by the way, because if you see, it lines up with those grooves where Come here, you little fucker. Where the other one, they give us two different types here. The other one does not have those grooves like it has in here. So we'll be using this one instead. But yeah, we're gonna clean this all up, replace this stuff, replace these O-rings, lubricate them, put them back in the hole here, bolt them down, put it back onto here, and then finally put the intake manifold on the head. We have our intake manifold bolted down. We have our gasket in there, and I did put some Permatex on that as well. We're going to do the same with the exhaust gasket. You probably don't really need to use it on the intake gaskets, but fuck it, I don't care. So we have our timing marks at dead set straight across. This actually is sitting on the face of it. So the key thing here is we need to put the head on here at the same time, avoiding all of this wiring harness shit and everything else that's in the way. And we have to get our bolts lined up from the intake manifold down on those brackets, these guys here, plus put the head on. And the nice thing about the head is the head's going to line up on top of these guys here, so it shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't be that bad. So we're going to go ahead and stick that thing on here, and we should be good to go. Looks like it's sat down pretty good. My harness is out of the way, which is nice. Get that out of the way. So head is on. We're going to proceed to go ahead and put our nuts on and everything, our washers, and bolt this down. It looks like it's pretty well seated down onto the head, onto the block. So I'm going to go underneath and check those nuts, or there's studs, and make sure they went through the bracket. And if they did, we're good to go to bolt this thing down. The head is torqued on with the ARP nuts. The intake manifold is all bolted on. We just have a whole bunch of, like, a lot of wiring that needs to be done and stuff like that. Good old trusty snap-on torque wrench that Zach had here at the shop. And the nice thing is we have more than enough of tools here, because I have my old box here, which is pretty awesome. I had an opportunity to get it back from the Snap-on guy. I did use it as a trade-in for another box, which I got a really, really good deal on. And then about 8 months later, he still had my box, my good old Mako box. And I was like, shit, I want my box back. Bring it over here. So I ended up getting my box back, and that's filling up with tools very, very quickly. But yeah, one step closer to having this good old Honda Civic back on the road, guys. So we got a lot more work to do here, because we have a lot more pieces that need to go on this Honda, which is going to be another video. Probably Sky will be in it. But as of right now, everything's bolted on. I'm not going to hook up the exhaust manifold, because we have to take the alternator off or away to get this bracket off, which holds the engine in place to be able to do the timing belt and everything, because the belt actually goes around the mount here and stuff, so we got to get that out. But we have a lot of fixing up to do on this little guy here. This is our thermostat housing. We're going to go ahead and use some good brake clean and clean this all up real nice and pretty. And we got a new thermostat for the car, and we're also going to replace the EGR gasket. Since we have an EGR gasket, they give us a lot of stuff in this little kit. Valve seals too, but I'm not putting valve seals in. Fuck that shit. But I mean, they even give you the donut, which is kind of cool. The exhaust donut. They give you the adjuster. They give you everything. They give you the M plug. I mean, they give you a lot of stuff here to be able to. They actually, look at that. That's another thermostat gasket. Even though this thermostat came with one, but they give you another thermostat gasket. New bolt, new all kinds of stuff. We got this off of Amazon. I don't know what brand it is. Some Chinese brand. But I mean, this is made in Japan, China, pretty close together. Same damn difference. But yeah, we're going to replace the gasket in here. We're going to make this all nice and clean. We have a new one of these gaskets, which we're going to spray in Permatex as well. We have the exhaust gasket over here drying in Permatex. We're just going to let that sit because we're not going to be putting that on either. But yeah, the good old Honda's coming along. Now this car did run and drive before we brought it in here and started doing the head gasket and stuff. It just, you know, went to the fucking red, which sucks. But yeah, this is going to be a good little daily for him. Like he's going to be very happy to have this daily. Now this is his second car. So as you see, he has the 350Z back there. He has the 03 Honda Civic that he bought with his own money. And then he also has a 2012 Buick Verona, which is a beautiful car. Now, the problem with the Buick is, as you guys know, if you guys know anything about cars, the problem with the Buick is it has some bent valves in the heads because the timing chain tensioner took a shit, which is very common on those engines, and took out the valves. So that's another one of those cars. We're going to do that over at Gentek though over the winter. That'll be the car after he sells this one. But we're going to fix the head on that car. That car is a beautiful car. It has leather seats, heated steering wheel, heated seats, but all the bells and whistles, side impact airbags, all the fun stuff that is very, very safe for a 16, 17-year-old kid to drive around and get some good gas mileage on. Even though this Honda is really, really good, I don't know if he'll keep it after this winter. He might put it up for sale, trying to make his money back. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Got the head on, got it torqued down, as you guys can see. Got a lot more to go. Still gotta get the timing setup done on this sucker, which I'll have Sky help me with that. So he'll be in the next video for that one. But other than that, guys, we're gonna end it. Hope you enjoyed the content and hope you're excited for more content to come along from the good old Weaver Garage, I guess you would call it. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what we're going to name this place, but it's a huge garage, and we're going to do some fun stuff in here over the winter and definitely over the summer. We're going to definitely be in here doing some cool stuff to both the Integra, which is behind me, the 350Z, and maybe we'll even break out the Bird too, and maybe start doing some little stuff to the Bird as well. But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing, and as always, guys, deuces.